Mexican food. So what I do when
I also had Mexican food.
Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. You actually ate Mexican food.
Mexican food
did.
Can be tasty.
See, Tyler always gives me crap because I kind of like Mexican food. It's not my favorite, but it's like I have to be in the mood for it. And I get that that's ridiculous.
I have like
I made
street
homemade
tacos
tortillas.
so frequently.
I made homemade tortillas and my mom made homemade beans. So basically like Mexican night, where what I do if I have homemade flour tortillas is I put enchilada or ranchero sauce on them and then like pan fry them so they're crispy and then basically put like meat inside of it and make like a fold over soft taco.
Nice.
So good.
What's up, everyone? Now that we're all going to be incredibly hungry.
Welcome to the Food Network.
Welcome.
There we go.
How is it going? We are back. Spelljammer is still alive. You can't stop us, even though all of our busy schedules try to. Yeah, we're back. We missed you guys. And most of all, I missed the four of you. I would say Mike, but I see him every day, and sometimes I'd rather not. But
oh, I could be worse. Would you like me to do that?
Challenge issued.
I can 1000% be way worse.
Everyone, Mike is at a Baby Metal and Deathlock concert right now for his birthday. Everyone should like
Baby Metal.
Everyone should just send him a message on Instagram and just harass him. Be like, "Happy birthday!"
Literally, Caitlin and I had a conversation the last time we were at about Metalocalypse. So.
Gotta love Metalocalypse.
Yeah, he went and saw Avenged Sevenfold on Monday, and then he was seeing Baby Metal tonight. So he's on cloud 9.
Baby Metal.
It's so good. It really is. But anyway, let's just do a little run through, a check in to see how everyone's doing, and then we'll do our recap and we'll tell some cool stories. Crash, since you're top left on me.
Hi. Wow, I haven't done this in a while, huh? Yeah, I'm Crash Candy Cosplay. I do cosplay. I labeled myself appropriately. I also do makeup, and I like drawing Spider-Man a lot lately. Just got back from FanX Salt Lake, which was awesome. And in a little bit, I'm gonna be up with a bunch of other fun people, Cheese included, for New York Comic-Con. I'm gonna get eaten alive, and I can't wait, because I've never been to New York, because I wasn't a band kid.
Wait, we have something real cursed coming for all of you.
Oh boy, I can't wait. I'm excited.
I think she froze on that face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, am I good now?
Yep.
You're good now that you froze just going.
You were cheesing hard.
Really, that was a good face.
My computer knows.
Ty, how's it going with you and your Mexican food?
Good, my Mexican food's very good. But yeah, things are going good. Got the Cursed cosplay to work on, and I've got some other things before New York Comic Con. Trying to be calm so that I don't get sick again, because my sinuses never know where I am. And fun fact about Cheesecake Panda. My allergies were so bad as a child that I had my tonsils removed once and my adenoids twice because they grew back once.
Huh.
So sinuses are just
awesome. Holy cow!
So
your body's fully autonomous.
You are a lizard person.
Shut down.
Dr. Connors, pleasure to meet you.
So that's why I promise if you see me at a con and I'm sniffly, I'm not sick. It's just my sinuses having no idea where I am anymore.
There was a very sweet mother who the moment she heard us like talking about how Ty like needed to take something, she like whipped out a full thing of Sudafed and was like, "This is the real stuff. Do you want it?" And it was just like, that's the most mom thing I've ever seen occur. It was so urgent. She was like, "I will take care of this young woman."
It was very sweet, yeah. But
also, when she said that like they didn't have their kids around and that like they hadn't been apart from them for a little bit, I was like, that's where the urgency came from then.
I also scared somebody telling them that I was 30, which is true. I am 30 years old, but it scared someone.
I refuse to believe that.
Larissa.
I think I gave him a midlife crisis because he was like, "Wait."
That makes me feel really good because I'm 31, so hey. I got to see these lovely two at FanX, and you came right in the prime of allergy season here in Utah, so that explains that. And I just want to take a second. I got this from the Misty Mountain booth, and Crash through this.
Oh, it's my baby.
So the really cute pins that you see at the booth when you go to the different conventions, Crash Candy drew some of them. And I just want to shout out her amazing artwork because I could literally never.
You also usually get a pin in your mystery bag. So if you get any of the dragons or any of like the old school monsters or things like that, those are all Janie's too.
Yeah.
I have
That's
the dragon
so cool.
hanging at work, but I've got nothing going on. I think I'm done for the year, which is really nice. And that's about it for me. I'm Larissa Page Cosplay. I play Aylin, Soldrin, and Astral Elf Bard, and I'm just excited that we're back tonight to do this.
Listen, I play a squirrel. I don't know where I am right now, okay?
That's method acting, baby.
Papa Bear, what's going on with you, my guy?
Well, Papa Bear, I play Grimforst, Sorcerer. Next week, I'll be running the cosplay contest for Dragonfall, which is a 100% all charity convention. So, excited to raise money for charity next week and have a good contest. And I've got one more convention coming up this year so far in Michigan in November.
Nice.
At Grand Rapids Comic Con. I'll be there in November. But otherwise, excited to be back and ready to dive back in.
Awesome. And I am, of course, Evil Rob, as it's been deemed, because of the charity game. I'm doing good things, and you guys call me evil, so...
You agreed to it yourself, though,
I did.
so you
I
can't
did.
throw us under the bus. You 100% was just like, yeah, so...
But if you guys haven't been paying attention, we have been on a campaign to raise money for Extra Life for charity, specifically for the Alabama Children's Hospital. We've raised just over $600 towards our $1,000 goal. We've been having a lot of fun. We'll probably do one session, maybe two more for the year, and then that's it. And then we'll start a new campaign for the next year. But it's a lot of fun, a lot of craziness. There's familiar faces and new faces in there. Aylin mounted a dragon. Like, just there's
Good.
There's like no rules essentially.
Girls' night.
Yeah.
And then promptly got taken off of it by a flying boulder. So you know it's
And
fine.
then I
Used to
died.
ride these babies.
And it
for
was
miles.
worth it. To ride these babies for miles.
So yeah,
Man, like girl dinner though, because I said that what Aylin did. Jane said like girl move. Yeah, I'm thinking of how much hard girl dinner we had in Utah because every single one of us ordered our own pizza one night.
It was awesome. It was amazing.
What's up, Moon Weasels? Thank you for your 14th month in a row subscription.
That's Tucker.
Oh, thank you.
That's Tucker. Hi, Tucker.
That's Tucker.
What's up, my guy? I missed you. But yeah, so that's what we've been doing. My attention's kind of been split every which direction. I shot one convention, came home with 8,000 pictures, left 2 days later for Dragon Con, walked 33 miles, and
Woo!
I put some steps
Dang,
in
bro.
for sure. But I was zooming everywhere. It was a good time. It was a different beast all in itself. I look forward to going back for sure. And then I have a wedding to shoot here in a couple months. Done a few motorcycle shoots. The photography stuff is just literally going crazy right now. So I think everybody's trying to get all of their shoots in before it gets cold. So I'm A-okay with it because I don't want to do it in the cold.
Meanwhile, I'm here like, yes, it's cold. Finally, I'm not going to overheat in all of my armor.
Right.
I was gonna say, and then there's me, and I somehow do all of the winter shoots, and I hate it. I was like, this is when I thrive, and I hate it.
No, man. Like,
No,
finally,
I'm
I'm at a normal body temperature.
I'm so excited to shoot Jean, and it's going to be Paris or London. I just got to book my photographer. but it's going to be so cold, and it's great because she wears velvet and armor. It's going to be great.
But, all right. Well, last time on Spelljammer, you guys kind of went on a adventure because you woke up and discovered that Ryder was a wanted man for possible paid murder. You guys.
What would be the actual U.S. felony for that?
I don't know.
Like, what would it be called? Is that just assassination?
I think
Premeditated
so.
murder.
No.
Premeditated murder.
But if you're paying somebody.
Could it be manslaughter?
No, that's accidentally killing someone.
You'd be an accessory to
Get out
murder.
on somebody.
You would be an accessory.
You know what? I was
Accessory to murder.
so Binx would not be here at the start. I'm gonna mute myself and Google what charge this would be.
Yes. I need to know for my Sonic the Hedgehog PowerPoint.
So yeah, you guys were running around the town, trying to figure out, how to get out of here. Kind of in a bad spot because you were also looking for both Aylin and Ryder because they were just gone. Ryder had a mysterious bubble bath that he may or may not have drawn for himself. And yeah, a lot of things happened there. You guys got into a drunken bar fight with Portia being disguised as Ryder. You guys it was so good. I go back and I watch some of the clips occasionally. I'm just like,
that ruled.
Grimfrost went off the table, flying elbow.
Grimfrost from the top
hit
rope.
It.
All of the chairs.
All of the chairs. There was
this
a lot.
This is the ideal,
like
father figure daughter relationship.
Right.
It's going in disguise and creating a bar fight to distract from another crime.
Right. You guys.
That's Florida, as far as I know.
Florida man. You guys.
Wait, does that make Ryder and Portia Florida men?
Oh.
Oh no.
If you've never done it before, look up your birthday mixed and then put Florida man.
Yeah, and then Florida man.
And see what happened on your birthday with a Florida man. Like one of my favorites for me is
without fail it happens.
Yeah, one of my favorites for my birthday is Florida man arrested for aggravated battery after throwing cake batter.
Battery. Nice.
Yeah, it's really funny. Anyway, it looks like it would be felony murder, capital murder, or a third-degree murder charge.
Interesting.
Third degree doesn't seem right. I feel like it's capital murder.
Capital, I think, is correct.
We're gonna, this is now Spelljammer Law and Order.
Yeah.
Gonna cue the
We're
music.
we're ESVU, Extra Special Victims Unit. We only do stupid crimes.
If this is not the name of the episode tonight, I will be very upset.
Extra Special Victims Unit.
We only do stupid crime.
We only do stupid crime and then solve them if we have time.
If you have time.
Yeah,
you guys,
we're the special victims.
You did end up
We're just a unit of them.
You did end up finding Ryder and Aylin. Distracting me. Stop it. You found Ryder and Aylin, and you made your way down to the docks to purchase a ship to try and get out of there, to try and make your way to Topola's Tower, so that you can ultimately get a map to Doomspace and, try and stop the Astral Elf Empire that is harvesting life source from planets. After Aylin did some threatening because the guy didn't want to be an accessory to a criminal, you guys did purchase a ship. I think did I send you guys all the ship? Did I post it in Discord? I don't even remember.
Looking at my not very well taken notes, I have 15 AC and 250 HP, so I think I have the stats of the ship.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it was like a... Oh yeah, I got it here.
You guys see it here.
If you scroll up a little bit, it's there. What was the name of? It's a shrike, is what it is called. But you guys, it has no guns on it currently. It's just kind of a basic ship, and Mr. Ryder has made his way to the Iron Rats gang to try and procure some crew members for the ship, and kind of get a game plan from there. So, you guys are standing there at the docks with your newly acquired ship, and Ryder has, stomped off on his own. Surprise, surprise.
He's weirdly grateful when you watch him go. You know?
One of these days we need to tie a balloon to him so we don't lose him in the crowd.
Yeah. Or just sneak a tracker on him.
That actually would not be a bad idea. Literally at all.
I do have an ability to make some items like that. It's a possibility.
Can you also make it kind of like a shock collar, so if he misbehaves, we can just...
I don't feel that's appropriate.
I'm just trying to make him more polite, but it is what it is.
Rifle, how much time has passed since the drunk altercation? Am I still drunk? Or has enough time passed that I'm maybe sober?
I would say since the altercation at the bar, it's probably been an hour, maybe.
Oh my god, okay, yeah.
I'm drunk.
Great, yeah. Okay, into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
There are places on the boat that look like they are meant to be outfitted with guns or cannons.
There most definitely are. I'm just going to copy this image and repost it.
Okay.
Ooh.
So,
ooh,
it looks like on the top deck itself, you can for sure have 3 guns, kind of one on the front section, one mid, one in the rear.
Okay.
And then if you wanted to try and put some cannons along the main deck, so one floor down, you could probably get 2 on each side, essentially.
See. Yeah, I want to start looking at the front of the boat and seeing, I guess, kind of what firepower would go nicely.
Because that giant black spear essentially at the front of it can also be used as a battering ram, a piercing ram is what it's called. So.
Ooh, what if it was also a laser beam?
That might be a stretch, but you can definitely put a gun up there for sure.
This is possible.
Might isn't no.
I like that picture.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
A hummingbird.
So that's kind of
cute.
Kind of how big. That's kind of the size of the ship that you're working with.
Okay. Do I have Binx?
Yeah.
I believe there are 2 very beautiful locations for potential firearms on the front of this ship.
Beautifully.
I would like your executive opinion.
Okay. Don't worry about where I find the corn chip. It was just here.
I would love a corn chip.
Oh?
Yes. God, I wish I had actual chips right here, so it would have just looked really weird. What do you think? It would take some more work. I would probably need to find some way to crawl outside the ship. We can't dock it. What about a flamethrower on the front and space? This one right here, a controllable one. Or, I'm not sure how lasers are affected by phlogiston in wild space. I don't know what's flammable and what isn't. So we could blow up a laser cannon on the needle.
Between
I like the way you think.
it's
It's
between
really
like
cool.
a sweet flamethrower that might blow us up and a laser.
Yes. Or, well, no, technically both would be flammable.
Oh.
But again, I'm not sure what the physics are of the phlogiston around us. Wait.
I love a flamethrower. Whoa.
I'm gonna take out a little box of matches, and I'm just gonna light one. Does anything bad happen?
Nothing that you're able to tell.
What if I hold it outside the ship?
Well, you're still in you're not up in space. Like you're on the moon still. So the on the bottom.
Portia, I guess, doesn't know that.
So,
She's up in space, that's for sure.
fair. So that on the image, the blueprint chip, that little leg that comes out of the bottom, you can land on ground with that.
Oh my god, it's got a little
Foot.
It literally is a little. It's got foot.
It's got foot.
It's got foot.
So, yeah, you're still docked in the spaceport. We'll call it the dock where you bought the shipyard, rather. So as you hold the match to the outside, it burns just like it was on the ship.
I need to get out of this atmosphere. This isn't working. How fast could I be launched through the layers of the atmosphere here?
I guess it depends on if you want to, survive it. I think we could get you out really fast, but maybe you wouldn't, have all your
I would like to come down, yes.
Yeah,
I just don't know if...
Have
we fired guns aboard the ship before without being docked on a planet?
You mean fire ballistas?
Were those ballistas flammable? Would I remember if they used gunpowder or not?
We can say that none of the guns on ships that you've been on have had that kind of weaponry, but some of that weaponry we can say has been used against you. There's kind of a wide variation of different types. So I might have to homebrew some
I like that
stuff,
phrasing too. It's like, do we have guns? No, but you've been shot with them.
You've had catapults.
You're aware.
You're definitely aware.
You're about to be.
You'll learn today.
Okay. How about... Oh, I don't quite remember. I assume everything here works on gunpowder, especially with dwarven engineering. Then again, I don't know how smart everyone here is.
I mean, I don't think
Would they even know any better?
I think we've been fired out with them.
True.
And as much as I love the idea of a flamethrower, the idea of just pinpointing a little laser on something far away and watching it blow up.
I do really love the potential carnage of something like that. I think I'll make a laser cannon. Would you like to help?
Yeah.
I don't know what all is at my disposal, but surely I can make something, potentially with plasma.
I mean, I got tiny hands, and I used to use kids because they had tiny hands for things, so yeah.
You do have a much smaller screwdriver handle than I do, yes. It's incredibly useful.
It's just like a pick that's been like filed and carved.
Good. It's like a lockpick.
So, what would you say you would need in supplies to be able to create that?
I'd say probably to start the leftover stuff I had used to make the Tesla coil for the Murder Comets concert.
Yeah.
So
probably that.
What approximate, we'll say, just gold value?
I don't know what's the price on a boat laser.
I mean,
that's not even a thing in real life. I don't have anything.
Yeah, I know. Because I'm thinking it's gonna take you. We'll say. How skilled are you at making laser technology? Like, what skill check would you roll for that, do you think?
Good question. Probably. I don't know. Either Arcana or I don't know. There is really one for like science. But I do have proficiency with like I have alchemist tools, thieves tools, tinker's tools, and woodcarver. And I have right tool for the job, which means I can make any tools that I need. I just need extra time.
Sure. Okay. Well, I'll give you advantage with the tinker's tools. And we'll make it let's do just an arcana. So roll me a d20 with your arcana modifier, and you can have advantage on it.
Oh boy. See, this also proves that sometimes when artists are drunk, genius can strike. Okay. Arcana. Ooh, okay. That's 26.
26.
Nice.
Okay.
Yay!
So
that was on my eyeball.
Let's say, since you have some materials already, what did I price some of the other weaponry at? Let's say you're able to craft it within a day's time with that roll. Maybe closer to like 16, 17 hours.
Okay.
And let's say with the materials that you already have kind of left over, 2,000 gold.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, definitely don't have that.
I got it.
What?
I have gold.
There you go.
2,000?
I got plenty of gold.
I've got a handful of 100, not 2,000, but you're welcome to that.
I gave all my money to Ryder, and now he's gone.
Yeah,
Oh wait, he bought the shit.
Not an issue. I got plenty of gold, so.
I don't want to have to spend so much money on something that I could definitely make if I just tried. What would even be the fueling process for something like this? Ooh, wait. Can I put my little work gloves back on and reach into my bag and pull out that crystal that I stole?
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to put it in one of those little, like, glass coil things that you would use basically as, like, an alchemical battery in, like, those little, like, steam things. We've all seen Great Mouse Detective. It's when they're doing the chemistry.
I know what I'm watching tonight.
One of the most satisfying little scenes in history, I swear. I wish I was good at chemistry, because that made me love it. I'm awful at chemistry. I just want to make little jars and stuff happen. But one of those little guys.
Okay.
I want to see if I can put that into the laser.
Absolutely. We'll say that it powers the weapon. I'll create something, and like as far as like stats and stuff, go for it. And I'll create 2 of them and let you choose which one, based on kind of the parameters. So
let's go.
I know, right? So I'll try and have that for.
What's that called again? Like a madness crystal or something?
Chaos.
Chaos. That's it.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Good use of that. Okay.
I found uranium.
Right.
You guys know uranium has the calorie count? It's crazy. I think it's like 1 billion calories or something if you were to consume it.
What?
So people don't even know what that could potentially do to your body. It's just raw energy.
Oh my god.
It's so funny to think about, right?
So, okay, so you are drunkenly working on assembling this gun for the next 16 hours or so. What are the rest of you up to?
I'm just going to kind of watch, because I understand science to no degree, but I'm also going to make sure that she doesn't blow the ship up. Tinkering while drunk. For the first little bit, at least.
Very fair.
Binx is just kind of standing with different, like, equipment on hand, just, like, holding screwdrivers and, like, bolt cutters and stuff like that, and just, like...
Portia's dropping, like, every 3rd object or so.
You're so smart. Yeah?
Aren't I? Just brilliant. My intellect is unmatched. I'm definitely not supposed to be on this planet.
You also
We could go
definitely
so much further beyond.
Of like a newborn baby giraffe right now, but I mean that with nothing but love.
What's a giraffe?
They'll have giraffes where you're from?
No.
Okay, it's like a big horse with a neck that's like 12 feet long.
That sounds impossible.
It's really not. It's you would think it is, but it's really not.
What does that have to do with my intellect? Are they incredibly smart creatures?
I'm not talking about your intellect, it's just that you have the grace of a baby one right now, which is not a lot of...
That is so precious. Thank you so much for saying so.
She's gonna glance to Aylin, just be like...
So,
I imagine Aylin is doing Larissa, what you were just doing then with, like... Aylin was just doing that, like...
Grimforst is also still quite tipsy. So
yeah.
So he's trying to remain as still as possible. Standing next to Portia, kind of leaning against, actually bumping into her ever so slightly as he's trying to remain still. Because he wants to look busy and support her, but he's still drunk.
You're going to make me drop something!
You're fine. I can help.
Then... give me a boost. I need to climb out to the end of this.
You know that meme where it's like the guy just going like that, like the old, like the 80s cartoon style, like that's Binx right now, just like...
And as she's doing that, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand to follow her, so if she drops anything, like, the Mage Hand can collect it.
That's adorable.
I have Mage Hand in this campaign, right?
I think you've used it before.
I can't believe I don't.
So.
Oh yeah, I've used it to catch you. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Mage Hand to kind of like follow behind her just to make sure like nothing falls, she doesn't lose anything. If she starts to go, it can like lightly tap her back into place because it's 5 or 10 pounds, so that way it can just kind of like boop her right back up to where she was. I'm gonna play OSHA right now, just in case.
My mortal enemy? Are you kidding me? Enemy spotted. Yeah, I'm gonna try to like inch along this little needle rayum so that I can start affixing those little like coil parts into the end of it. So I'll just be crawling along it. Just 2 mage hands, 1 on each little butt cheek, just pushing along.
I did send you 2 to pick from, so you can. Once you're ready to reveal your masterpiece, you can describe them. While you guys are on the deck of the ship, kind of taking in the sights and everything, you hear kind of a gruff, slightly tipsy, familiar voice of Commodore Crux, who traveled here with you all, saying, Aylin, this isn't my ship.
Well, it's our ship because Ryder's not here to say it's his because it was a group effort to get it. So this is our ship because I honestly don't remember what happened to yours. I have collectively fought for entertainment for the gods twice, and what else has happened? What else? And all of the days are just kind of blending together, considering the fact it's probably still about a week since we left the academy. I've witnessed gods. I've ridden a dragon. Well, I mounted a dragon. And we found Grimforst's daughter, and it's just been a lot. And I'm 80% sure, like, your ship got ruined, but this one is ours.
Wow, that's wonderful.
And Ryder beheaded somebody and slapped his mom. And that's about everything exciting that you've...
Oh. I feel like we haven't been here that long.
You know what? Me either, but it also feels like a lifetime sometimes.
I mean, the dwarves really do know how to throw a party.
Yes.
Have you guys made it out to see Topola yet? I'd really love to see my old friend.
Not yet.
Do you plan on going?
Oh.
That's why you guys wanted to come here, right? No, I told you we needed to come here. Oh.
Yeah, now we need to go to Ironhold to find tilapia, which is literally what is written in my notes, so that must be what you're talking about.
Aylin, her name's not tilapia.
That's just what my notes say. But Ryder went to find us a crew because I don't think we can manage with just the 6 of us, because we also have Grimforst's daughter, who's going to be our ship flyer. Pilot. Ship flyer. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you may not be able to, fight in space, but I mean, I'm sure we can fly out to the tower and see if we can find that map.
What makes you think we can't fight?
Well, yeah, he just kind of like takes a big look around. He's like, I don't see any guns.
It's a work in progress.
They're all on one woman.
Gesture out to Portia,
who's
who's
dangling
like
off.
Spider-Manning with 2 mage hands, making sure she's out there putting guns on it right now. Oh. What could we possibly run into on our way to Topola Tower, though? That's kind of like the real question, because that can also gauge if we're going to go now, if we're going to go later.
I mean, I would hope we find nothing, but, I mean, with the Astral Elves, no offense, attacking worlds, you can never be too safe.
But when you have an actual Astral Elf with you...
I mean, are you going to tell him to leave us alone?
I can try.
Look, I
have done it before. That's right.
If we don't listen and it's bored, just remember that I murdered a lady in a back alley like yesterday.
Oh dear God, what have you guys done? Tell you what.
Wrecked an entire planet.
Don't worry about it.
Can you guys just drop me off at the tower, and whatever chaos you cause after that, I don't care. I don't know if I can keep up with you guys. This is getting rough.
So do we just like leave you at the tower and then we go to Doomspace? Because that's kind of where we're trying to go, I think. 80% sure.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, I need to go to Doomspace too. We gotta stop these guys. Do you guys have a bed I can take a nap in?
You can lay on the floor of the ship. I don't know what's inside of it. We've just mostly been looking at the outside.
Okay.
Oh, I know there's no bathtub. Remember that.
Want a space to just rest for a little bit. This iron ale is really kicking in.
That would make 3 of you, but you can go lay down. We'll go.
I
just have to come back for Ryder.
Leave him here. So he goes and like just sits against one of the edges of the ship, and he's like, "So, walk me through this all again. You guys have acquired a ship. You don't know what happened, what I did with my ship. Ryder has killed somebody. Did you guys even you found Grimforst's daughter? Congratulations, by the way. I'm so happy that you were able to find your daughter.
Thank you.
But, by the way, you also look different. Okay. Did you guys experience the festival at all?
Oh yeah, he got a hairdo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he technically died.
The fullest extent of the festival, if it were.
Yeah, Grimforst like totally died, and I brought him back. And now he looks like this, and it's so cool.
Oh.
It's been a long day.
Oh my.
Binx is just sitting in the middle of all of this with her corn chips, just.
Well, yeah. Now, where is it that you say Ryder went again? Is he okay?
Now that's a loaded question. But ultimately, he went to find us a crew with some of the people that he used to run around with, because like he basically murdered their leader. And so he's gonna go just recruit some people that he knew before he went to prison.
I am learning a lot about you all, and I hate to say it, but you might just be the wild card that we need to, stop this invasion from, attacking other planets.
That's what we're here to do. We're here to stop those freaking elves. Giving other elves a bad name that look just like them. I'm not out here trying to murder people. I'm just saying, I would love to walk around without all eyes on me. As fun as it is, I'm a little over it.
We're not leaving you behind, Commodore. You're part of us now. You're along for this ride.
Whether you like it or not.
Oh, dear God. Well, if that's the case, I'm not taking over this ship. That's not what I'm here for. This is your journey. I will definitely tag along. But I am a superstitious old man. Please tell me this ship has a name.
It is called the Chaos Cannon.
The ship is named the Chaos Cannon?
I thought
we just wanted to name the cannon that.
Well, I remember the ship it was like Moon Dancer or something, and then Ryder didn't like it and pitched a fit. And then he left. And so it is kind of nameless right now, but we could call it the Chaos Cannon. We could single-handedly call the weapon the Chaos Cannon. I left that in my notes, because the ship did have a name, and it was something like Moon Dancer, but of course I didn't write it down.
I also forgot to write it down. I just said we got a ship, followed by a lot of exclamation points, and that's the end of the note.
Mike wanted to name it something, which I also didn't write down. And then we're like, no, we'll just call it this, and now I don't remember what it was.
I'm seeing if I have. Nope, that's the tavern that you guys got drunk in. Oh wait.
Ah.
both the Chaos Kitten.
I think it was the Wanderer's Whimsy.
I was like half right somehow, but not really.
Wanderer's Whimsy.
Oh yeah, because we were accidentally gonna scrape the name off of it by having Grimfrost's daughter fly too close to something so we could rename it. I remember that.
Resourcefulness. I love that I have woodcarver's tools, but you'd rather pull like a SpongeBob. We're good until it comes off.
I somehow remember us talking about that, but like,
I love that she has a name, but we just keep calling her Grimfrost's daughter.
Yes, but I also don't have written down in my notes.
Tyler, I expect you to only refer to me as Cheesecake Panda Cosplay's friend from now on.
My notes aren't that deep, you guys.
Alara is her name.
Alara!
I'm writing that down right now.
I knew that.
I did not.
Everyone definitely knew that it was Alara.
The little icon. Everyone remembered that.
No, just said it.
Oh man. Well, I mean, as long as the ship has a name, I think we can definitely try and go get the map. See Topola, see what she knows, and then maybe come back for Ryder. Do we know how long he's going to be gone?
Yeah, probably a couple hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the tower's too far from here. And you know what? If we run a little bit long, he's a dwarf. He knows where to get the good ale.
He also doesn't like to talk to people, so like, maybe we should just go.
Yeah, by the time we get back, he should be all set.
All right.
Can we just throw a rope over the edge and make him climb up?
I mean, that sounds like a good plan as any to me.
Yeah.
He wanted to live out his treasure planet life, so.
Well, yeah, I guess let's head out to the tower and see what we can find out about the Doom Space and how to get there. Did you guys have anything else that you needed to do here?
Ready to go.
I clearly remember nothing, so I'm ready to go too.
Yep.
Portia's fallen asleep on them.
Portia, can you just get your body?
I say like she's like laying, so her little limbs are just like hanging off the needle thing.
We should get her off of the front of the ship.
I'm pretty sure you're the only one that can run down the nose to get her.
But I can't lift her. It's okay. We'll give it a try.
She's gonna go climbing out. And she's gonna get Portia by whatever she can, like whatever amount of fabric of like her shirt or whatever in her teeth, and she's gonna start trying to drag her back as best she can.
Roll me just roll me a strength at disadvantage.
See how bad this is. It's worse than a 1.
Oh no.
It's a negative.
You get.
It's a negative.
Negative.
Oh.
2.
Negative 3.
The other was not
My
better.
God.
It was a 2 and a 3.
So we'll say that as you.
What is your strength modifier?
A big negative, like, because squirrels. So, like, I'm not gonna be able to. Yeah.
That rules.
Isn't that a little
Let's
nerve-wracking
go,
that two
dude.
people in our party have negative strength?
It's awesome.
A little bit. It's
Just saying.
fine. It's fine. So
I'm
yeah,
technically positive because 0 is a positive integer.
as you are, you're leaning over trying to pull, you all of a sudden just kind of fall over the edge, and you hear a crash of like two people hitting the ground down below. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like lean over and be like, I meant wake her up, don't try to pull her in.
What?
Wait, so I fell just with
well, yeah, you both
Just
fell.
with Binx.
We'll say
awesome.
Like,
Ty, we gotta stop having characters where we just fall on each other.
Yeah.
We'll
We're like
say
3 for 3.
you fell about 10 feet down. So.
Okay, that's
but,
not as bad.
But on the plus side is you're
Not
awake
awesome,
now.
but
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up like this.
I was asleep.
I know you were asleep.
I was pensive.
Can you
Where's
move?
my screwdriver?
Can you move your knee? It's in my kidney.
That's in all of you. Yes.
Yeah, it's my kidney's all of me. It's the biggest organ in the squirrel.
I would believe that. I don't know anatomy.
Well, I can climb to get back up there. Can you?
I think I'm done working for now.
I think you need a nap.
I would love.
Okay, let's get you back on the top of the ship. Come on.
And Binx starts like climbing but slowly so that she can keep an eye on Portia.
Don't touch any of the open coils. You'll get wildly electrocuted. I haven't closed those off yet. Just don't touch it.
So are you like climbing up the ship and just ignoring the ramp off to the side?
Oh, I guess I'll use it.
I'm leaving it up to you.
I'm glad you said that because I was literally just about to cast jump on myself so I could go like 30 feet in the air.
Well,
Awesome.
Yeah. So you guys board the ship back.
This is just two drunk girls trying to get back home.
It's fine.
Trying to figure out what like a 2013 Honda Civic looks like.
If Homeward Bound could do it, so can we.
So the loading ramp kind of it comes back into the ship, and Ilara has taken the seat. What would the spell jamming helm for Ilara look like? Would you say? Kind of attuned to her personality and style.
Like,
I would say
That's a great
there needs to be some aspects of like shadow mixed into it.
the helm is
Basically where she's sitting and controlling the ship.
okay. So, so it's dark, kind of shrouded in mystery because of who she is and what she's been through. It looks very kind of ominous and scary. Harmless, but it just gives off a very off-putting, scary appearance. Like you don't want to be near it if you didn't know. Like she's a totally different person now.
Okay. Very cool. So as she's, sitting down in the chair, kind of getting acquainted with the ship itself, and you all feel the ship kind of move as it, the landing gear comes up off the ground, and she slowly takes the ship out. It's a little jerky at first, but then starts making her way towards the tower with Crux's instructions.
Nice.
I can't hear "Making My Way" without thinking of the "Making My Way Downtown" song, and then I immediately think of this pig, a Link cosplayer in a tiny little like kid's car, like a pink Barbie car, and they're at a Ren Fair driving the car, and it just has "Making My Way Downtown" playing over it.
Oh no, that's awesome.
It's so good.
So yeah, the journey out there takes a couple of hours. I would say if Grimfrost and Portia wanted to nap and kind of sleep off some of their drunkenness, you're more than welcome to.
Perfect.
If the rest of you if you were wanting to do anything on the flight while on your way out there, definitely let me know. Or if we're just going straight to the tower.
I'm gonna nap until we get to the tower.
Okay.
I'm going to meditate because I don't sleep.
Okay.
I'll tuck Portia into bed, and then like just kind of lay on her chest, a little curled up ball.
Okay. So everyone's just kind of chilling for the most part.
I may roll over and crush you at some point.
It's okay.
I feel like this is
Just
the
happens.
first time we've like relaxed and sat
Yes.
since we've started.
Yeah.
This is nice.
You all can mark down a short rest on your flight
Heck
out
yeah.
there. Nobody's passing out peanuts or tea or water, so but you're
Dang
sleeping, so you can have the benefit of a rest. After you've been in flight for a little while, you hear I'll leave it up to you guys if you hear it or not, but Crux just kind of yells out, "Ah, there it is, Topolis Tower."
I think I would hear it, considering I wasn't really sleeping, just kind of laying. So I think I would hear it, but I don't know about everybody else.
Okay.
My perception's pretty high, so I probably heard it.
Okay.
I am still dead asleep.
Okay.
Binx is gonna jump over onto Grimfrost and just start like slapping at his face, just kind of like going back.
I think kind of wiki wiki.
What?
Get time, get up.
So Grimfrost is kind of swatting her away because she's at his beard. He's kind of swatting away at her.
How dare you?
And then she jumps down and just runs off.
To those of you that are, have made your way back onto the deck and you're kind of looking to see what is in front of you, there seems to be a very narrow, we'll call it a mountain, and there doesn't really appear to be a way to climb up it safely. It's very jaggedy, it's very steep, but at the top of it, it does look like there is a dock of sorts. Doesn't look like it's in the best condition, but it is a place where you could dock the ship. He's like, the tower is still just as crazy looking as always. It extends about 180 feet from the top of this little mountain area, and below it, probably 100 feet around at the top, roughly, you see just kind of a flat area, the dock that I mentioned. There are what looks like little bird nests or critter nests of some sort, all over around, near the docking area. The tower itself it's kind of a crooked, it kind of zigzags each way and is surrounded by a cloud of twinkling cosmic dust. And Crux is examining the tower and says, he's like, all right, bring us in nice and slow, Lara. We don't want to damage that dock.
So Grimforst is gonna go next to Alara and just be like, okay, you got this. I believe it's gonna be fine, just nice and easy.
So it's coming in nice and slow, but she doesn't quite account for, the continual movement, and it kind of crunches into the dock a little bit. You hear, some scratching of like wood on wood, but nothing major. And kind of
not bad for your first time. You did it.
A complete stop. Oh, thanks, Dad. I was really nervous on that one.
You did great.
Go ahead.
I'll say I'm gonna turn to Crux after looking at the town and be like, you said nothing about how crazy this place looks. What are we in for, Crux?
I mean, nothing bad. Topola's really quite a sweetheart. She's kind of, let's say, you might think she's a little cuckoo, but she's a good mage all around. She just has chaotic thoughts from time to time.
Chaotic thought. You said this was a tower. This is a jagged mountain. It looks. But I am terrified.
Is that building not a tower there, Grimforst?
We were undersold.
I mean, it's a tower.
Well, technically, to qualify as a tower, it would require at least some kind of man-made structure. This is something that's built into a natural one.
No, it's a tower on top of like this. Like the mountain comes up to like a flat area that the tower is built on.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Grimforst, that would actually be correct. It's derivative, but yes.
Here, I'll get you guys.
Do you feel nauseous?
A picture here. No, that's not what I meant. Ignore that.
What is that?
Delete.
No.
That's for me to know, y'all to find out.
Let's see here. I just want to post the picture. It's being stubborn. Copy image.
Jane, that's such a face that you froze on. Oh, it just went away as I was going to take a picture.
Oh, I missed it.
Alright, for whatever reason, it's not letting me post it, but the map kind of goes this way, then back this way, and it has a roof up top.
Okay.
I'll find a way to get it to you guys, for sure. Actually, you know what? So I don't have to... You guys just have to see it, and I don't know why it's not letting me do it, so we're just gonna do it this way. I don't know if it'll show. Probably not. Come on. White screen. Aha, there it is.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Some Kingdom Hearts looking.
Right?
Okay.
So
Kinda into it.
It looks like a gyroid from Animal Crossing.
I'll find a way to get it to you.
Do you think it makes
guys.
little noises? Well, it was like... I was terrified of those as a child, though. I hated them.
Alright, so
I still kind of do.
you guys are docked. You're tied. The ship is kind of tied, so it won't, go off anywhere. I'm assuming you all are getting off of the ship because Crux kind of hops down on the dock and he starts walking that direction.
Yep.
As you guys are walking down the dock area, there's scores of pelicans, mollyhawks, and other small birds nesting on the flat surfaces of this mountain area. and they start squawking aggressively.
Tiny purple tieflings. That
Oh.
joke.
They start
Tiny purple tieflings all over the coast.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I was
Wow.
like, hang on, what kind of bird is that? I just Googled it.
Yeah, it's like a weird seagull.
They start squawking as you approach the end of the rickety dock that you're on. And at the end of the dock, there are two gray shark-like creatures fighting over the remains of a pelican.
Binx immediately is gonna hide in the closest person's clothing just because she's a tiny furry creature. So I'm guessing it's probably Aylin, so she's gonna be hiding with Aylin.
Works for me.
You just feel like a tiny little claw foot every now and then that's just like gonna give you a little tap, and it's just like
Really warm.
Yeah.
First time doing this when you weren't asleep.
Yeah. I don't know what to expect. I'm a little stressed out. And I don't want to get eaten either.
I'll tell you what, keep your eyes on those things.
Well,
They
you get eaten.
they might try and snip at you. I don't remember them the last time that we were here, but you know, Topola, there's really no telling. But you know, come on, let's get up there. And as you you're getting really close to these shark-like creatures. There's a woman with frayed robes and bare feet sitting in a rocking chair at the base of the tower, watching the fracas. Her face is half hidden by a very wide-brimmed hat that has a blue jay perched on it. And the woman leaps to her feet and brandishes a staff and snarls, "Go on, get!" A fiery ray springs from her fingertip and it frightens away those shark-like creatures that are kind of like snacking on the remains of that pelican.
Thank you.
I mean, you're most welcome. Crux? Is that you? He's like, "Yeah, Topola, it's me. I've brought friends. Don't worry." It's like, "Oh, that's such great news. Come on in, old pal." And you know, they get a good hug in. And she's like, "Hello, everyone. I'm Topola. I mean, welcome to my home. I'm so excited to. I have to show you guys my tower. It's so cool." She's not an old lady. I would say she is she's fairly young. I swear, if this lets me copy and paste this picture, I'm gonna be angry.
That comes with the curse of the tower.
Sure enough, it let me do it. So there's a picture of Topola, except she's wearing that wide hat right now, wide brimmed hat.
Oh.
So, a smaller, petite, younger lady,
She's a
blonde
little
hair,
lady.
blue robes.
Little lady.
Yeah.
I love the birds.
There's so many of them. So, what brings you guys here?
We're looking for the map that you might be in possession of so we can get to Doomspace.
Well, you're rather forward, aren't you?
It was a response to a question that you asked.
I mean, that's
Sorry.
fair. I did ask that. It's fine. But you know,
I mean, it's like saying, "What's your favorite color?" and then someone answering green and saying, "Well, that's quite to the point."
I mean, I don't see people often. I was hoping for a little more conversation, but come on.
What's your favorite color?
Blue is my favorite color. What is yours?
You
I
wear it
would've
well.
Never guessed.
Red.
Red. Red is such a powerful color. Let me tell you.
Is.
Yeah. Can I come on in. Let me get you, a snack or a drink or something. Maybe I can, let me think. I think I do have some maps upstairs. Where did you say you were looking for?
Doomspace.
Doomspace. Oh, yes, I know exactly where that is upstairs. Come with me. And she, is insistent on you guys coming in, and she's talking about a lot about her tower and how amazing it is in the process.
So I tap Aylin on the shoulder and kind of whispers like, "This kind of feels a little too easy."
I know. I'm just waiting for something to happen.
Agreed. We need to watch our step here.
You feel a tiny little poke, Aylin, and you look down to see like out from like right here in your shirt, there's a tiny little furry hand and a little tiny dagger sticking out. She's like,
don't you worry, if she tries anything, I'm ready.
I'll make sure to get right up next to her so we can just kind of like chest bump her.
Yeah!
Good plan.
Never suspect shirt squirrel.
As she's walking ahead of you all, kind of talking about her tower, she lets you know that this tower specifically has 3 unique floors. The first floor is kind of like the entryway, kind of a garden area. The second floor seems to be living quarters, and the third floor is more of like her observation tower, part of the tower.
It's gonna turn the birds on us.
Oh, you guys are so suspicious of everything trying to attack you.
Call me Tippy Hedron. I'm not with these birds, man.
As you make your way in, Crux is walking in behind you, being the gift that he is, and you see 4 ring-shaped garden terraces that are lining the walls of the cylindrical chamber. The gardens are vertically spaced every 10 feet and brimming with luscious fruits, vegetables, and golden wheat. There are 4 mechanical gnomes wearing harnesses that are tending to the plants, and the harnesses are attached to the ropes that loop around pulleys affixed to the ceiling, enabling the gnomes to hoist themselves into the air and move from one plot to another. She says, most of my sustenance comes from these gardens. I get, occasional deliveries from of fresh soil from Ironhold, and they get homegrown food and bird eggs in return.
So what makes you want to live in a tower by yourself, away from literally everything?
It's quiet. I can really focus on my studies and kind of observing space as a whole. Like I've seen more things out here than, I really get to kind of focus on, learning and knowledge as a whole.
How did you come across the map? You collect them?
I kind of fancy myself a little bit of a cartographer. I like to map the stars. And, I have a telescope upstairs.
So an astronomer as well?
Yeah, you could call me an astronomer, a cartographer, a mage, just don't call me a pain in the ass.
I would call you all of them.
Thank you. Wait, even the pain? I'm not a pain.
No.
Okay, good. She's kind of firing on all
Sorry, I'm
cylinders.
not feeling very well.
The autognomes that are in there, they're going hard to work. They see you and acknowledge you as you walk in, and kind of buy as she's, describing, what they're as you're walking up the stairs to get to the second floor, you notice that the second floor is kind of a modest kitchen. There's 2 more mechanical gnomes that are preparing dinner. Furnishings include a unmade bed, a wardrobe topped with bird nests, a bookshelf packed with astrological texts, and more bird nests. And she says, "Here's my living quarters. Sorry for the mess. This is where I like to read books, study, eat my meals. My gnomes have no shortage of recipes. Today's recipe is a deep-fried night scaver steak with a lunar bechamel."
Ooh.
I don't know what that is, but
A bechamel? It's like a cream sauce.
Okay.
I watch so much Food Network. It's not even funny.
Oh,
I don't cook. I just watch a lot of Food Network.
It's a reliable channel in hotel
Mostly
rooms.
Cutthroat Kitchen. True. Food Network is always nice in hotels. Can't go wrong.
Would you guys like to stay for dinner?
I would love to.
Or 2, can you please prepare, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra dishes for our guests. I'm sure they would love your cooking.
At this point, Binx sticks her head out because she's been trying very, very hard to make it look like Aylin's just extra busty while she's been hiding. And she's just like,
"Oh, it's about time you show your face, little one."
Did I say you could call me little?
Well, I mean,
So I want to know how you knew she was in there.
don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
Didn't look entirely real.
Oh,
Just did
Grimforst is
look lovely,
gonna.
but
Just making sure she can't see through our clothes. I'm just saying.
Grimforst is gonna scoot next to
Lucky
Portia
woman.
and whisper to her, "Are you sure you want to stay for dinner?"
absolutely. She seems so interesting.
Look at this place. Do you
I
look at this
know.
place?
I am looking at.
Okay.
So, potentially, if she's an astronomer as well, what if she has a map back to Ravnica?
What if this is a trick?
I don't know. I feel like if it were a trick, all of this would be very heavy-handed. Like, wouldn't you get right to the point? Anyone who's actively trying to look like a secluded witch is probably just fine. God forbid women have hobbies.
All right, I'll take your lead on this one, but
Like, if
Yes.
someone is away in, like, an
I've-
evil tower, obviously they don't really have that much power. They wouldn't be trying so hard. They would be clever with it.
It's like that old story. How do we know that she's not going to try to serve us for dinner? We don't know what that night type thing she's feeding us is.
you see, that's what I'm saying. We don't know what this stuff is.
To be fair, all I've had since we went on this journey is bar food. I would like a home-cooked meal.
Until you're the home cooked meal.
Lucky woman.
I'll just. Maybe I'm being paranoid. It's been a weird
You are.
week. It's been a very weird week. I don't trust anything not in front of me. All right, I'll relax. I'm good. It's gonna be fine. It's fine. We're fine.
Any more worrying and your hair will turn grey. Get it? Because it's...
So they're whispering, and then she says that, and Grimfrost just busts into this random loud laughter because they've been having this secret conversation. Everybody just kind of looks.
She's watching us.
She looks at Aylin and says, "Is he okay?"
Well, he did die recently. He's just refinding the joy in life.
Oh dear God.
Retweet. Am I right, kids?
Topola comes over to Grimfrost and says, "Are you okay? Can I help you?"
Yeah.
He's just a father.
Yeah, I'm just so happy to be alive. You have no idea. I'm doing fine.
Oh, good. Hopefully you got a good night's sleep. I don't want to ask details, but I don't know if I've ever talked to somebody that has come back to life.
You know, dying is the best rest you could ever get. I 10 out of 10 would recommend.
I will jot that down in my diary. As you guys are kind of looking around, taking in the sights, are you? I guess go ahead and give me just a perception. Like if you're looking for like anything out of the ordinary.
Well, that's definitely me.
I got a good number.
I got 22.
Okay.
Woo!
I also got a 22.
Y'all are sus.
What was the
Sus
check again?
vodka.
Perception.
Oh. 26.
All right.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So as you're looking around, like it looks. Think of like a studio apartment. How everything is basically just one room. You can see she has a giant wardrobe with wizardly themed clothes, an assortment of garments. There is one in particular that kind of stands out from the rest of them. And it looks to be a spell book sitting kind of on a nightstand that is splattered with dry bird droppings. And then, of course, there's a staircase that goes up to the next floor as well. Topola is currently over with the auto gnomes, smelling what they're cooking, kind of checking in.
Get in the gnome. Auto gnome.
Kind of getting, seeing if there's anything she can help with, making sure, there's enough for all the new guests that are there, and, getting ready to continue the rest of the tour of the tower. She's like, don't worry, everyone. Like, there's plenty of food, plenty, and the map should be upstairs. We'll get up there here in just a moment. Let me just finish up with these guys here.
So while she's got her back turned while she's cooking, just imagine Grimfrost, as big as he is, trying to sneak around and looking behind curtains and checking under cupboards and just peeking all over the place. Not being stealthy at all because he's just so big and clumsy. But yeah, trying to.
Go ahead and give me a stealth roll at disadvantage. Since you said specifically not being stealthy.
That is a 4.
A 4.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see what happens whenever we come back from break, because it is 8:30, and if there's anything about me being on a schedule, it's me being on a schedule, and I gotta go to the bathroom really, really bad. So, guys, bear with us just a few minutes. Get up, stretch your legs, get a snack, get a beverage, do all the things you want to do. Draw a quick fan art submission of Grimfrost sneaking around this tower. And we'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. See you soon.
Whee! The
Conspiracy
birds.
man.
It'll be like the movie The Birds.
The Birds.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the lady in that? I don't remember.
You
Tippi
guys are
Hedren.
Yeah, that's what
so
Aylin
concerned.
said earlier.
That
Ah.
episode of Bob's Burgers where she's like, Bob,
I
you can
love
get Tippi Hedren.
I love
Uh,
burgers. I love that episode when Lynn is just like collecting like the weird little ceramic babies.
If you're not real.
What's up, everyone?
I think about Little King Trash Mouth all the time. Oh, hi.
I hope you guys love hearing the behind the scenes, just random talk when we come back, because I really enjoy it. It's entertaining.
I do want eventually like a compilation of like the things we start talking about when we leave, and then whatever noise comes in when we come back, and just see how wild it can get.
I have a really old dog.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, my dog is old as shit.
All right, so since you guys are so
Finest
concerned that, you know, the chaotic good mage is going to attack you, let's continue on with how Grimfrost was trying to sneak around and do some snooping. As you're kind of walking around, you know, doing your check behind curtains and stuff, you're able to flip through the wardrobe real quick, and you notice that one of the robes in that wardrobe has like some patches kind of sewed onto it, and some of them are also missing. And about that time, Topola turns around and says, Are you looking for through my clothes?"
No. So Grimfrost hears this, and he's got a hand, like a fistful of clothes in his hand. He turns around real quick and like quickly hides the clothes behind him, looks at her, there's like awkward pause, says, "No. Why would you say that?"
Because I can see them behind your back.
And he just looks at her. "No. I don't have anything." Oh, you mean, these clothes, you see, they're on the floor, and like being a good guest, obviously I picked them up because they were on the floor, and you that's when you happen to turn around, and while he's talking, he's stuffing them back in the drawer and closing it as quickly as he can. See, so it's no big deal.
You know, I do. It is messy here. I do appreciate your help. You know, that'll save me a little bit of time so I can study more later. So thank you again so much for that.
Yeah, no problem. Any time.
He
All right.
really does act like a dad.
You have to glance face out of Aylin's
Negative
You
Riz.
can see her just going like just like judging hard but not saying anything.
Well, dinner will be ready shortly. Let's get upstairs. Let's see if we can find those maps for you all. She starts, you know,
Cool.
making her way upstairs. As you get to the top, she says, "And here is my observatory." She's talking very proudly about it. She's like, "I acquired my autognomes from the same fellow who sold me this beautiful telescope that you may see in front of you. It allows me to, you know, see across the stars, spy on all the worlds in the system, and just see, you know, all the strange things that are happening." Across the room, you see there's two mechanical gnomes using rags that are polishing this 10-foot long copper telescope in the center of the chamber. Dozens of star maps lie atop tables that are also littered with sketches of planets, otherworldly landscapes. And Topola walks across the room and touches a wall, whereupon a tall opening appears in front of the telescope. She says, "Care to take a look?"
Yes. Yes, please.
She invites you over to take a look, and she's like, "I've been observing this planet for quite some time. What is it they called it? I believe it's called Toral. It all of a sudden I believe it was attacked. I really do. But the entire planet has become engulfed with like these crystal type vines."
It was definitely attacked, okay? We were there.
You were there?
We were there.
The place we fled from, actually.
You don't say.
Yes.
Where did these vines come from?
We don't know. They were practically impossible to dispatch. They just kept growing.
Because it appears that, like, as you're looking through, you see, like, there's no... Toral, from my understanding, is supposed to resemble Earth. Water, land, all that. And from what you're able to see, it looks like it's just a giant rock in space, just kind of intertwined with these crystal vines. Like, the entire thing has been almost like wrapped up.
Ugh.
So, do you know, like, did these just grow out of the planet? Like, I'm very, very curious.
It looked as if it did, yes?
Interesting. And you can see
I mean, vaguely subterranean.
she starts taking notes, trying to, fully comprehend. She's like, "Is there anything else you can tell me? Like, what was... You say you're from that planet, excuse me. Is it, like, what was it
we're
like
not all
before?
from that planet.
Oh.
We were all just kind of there. The three of us had just gotten done at the academy, and we ran into these two, and I gestured to Grimforst and Portia. We ran into them at a bar, and that's all how we kind of came together.
And there was no other indication of these vines?
Don't think so. I mean, they didn't follow us, so I'm not sure if they were sentient or not.
Huh.
It was all very quick.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to do way more research on this. This is very, very intriguing. I really wish that I could get there and, inspect these for myself, but it doesn't look like there would be much of a place to land or, make my way onto the planet itself. It looks as though it's like almost dying. So, well,
yeah, everybody there did die, so...
Huh.
Those poor people.
Interesting.
Well, we did save as many as we could.
Yeah, but it was like, what, 30 people?
That's better than no people. Everything happened really fast. We were doing a battle of the bands, and we heard distant booms, and, kind of thought it was just the rock reverberating, but it turns out it was these giant crystal masses literally kind of coming out of the ground, and at one point, maybe it looked like they were coming out of the sky too, but it basically just enveloped everything around us.
Has any other planet you observed had these crystals?
I can't recall seeing any more of these crystals, but I mean, I've seen some things on other planets, but I can honestly say I have no knowledge of this other than I've been watching it for the past week or so.
What have you seen on other planets?
I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. Just mapping different trade routes between planets, different asteroids, moons, seeing which ones may be habitable at some point, but nothing that really compares to this.
I mean, at least it's been contained to just one planet, but that's not to say there won't be more. And that's kind of why we're trying to get to Doom Space, so we can put a stop to it.
Oh yes, Doom Space. And as she goes to like start fumbling through all of her star charts and looking through, seeing what she can find. What are you all doing while she's searching?
I'm keeping an eye on her.
Snoop around, but actually good this time.
I want to keep looking through the telescope, just looking at random stuff out there.
I'm also
like
snooping around a bit.
Like moving it around to like look at other systems and stars and such?
I want to try, yeah.
Okay.
Seems like a good time.
I'm just observing. I'm not snooping around because I embarrassed myself last time, so I'm just chilling right now.
Okay. She's flipping through this huge stack of like fairly detailed star charts and seeing what she can find. Out in the open, on one of the shelves, you see what appears to be a wild space orrery, sitting on the shelf, along with books and tomes of different star charts, spells. Just she's a very intellectual person, and she's like, as Portia, as you're looking through and kind of moving the telescope around, you see some trade ships going around. At one point, you move it to another galaxy, and you see what looks to be kind of a space battle between ships like around a moon happening. Just kind of like pirates attacking a trade vessel almost. You see a shooting star at one point. You see another section of space that looks pretty colorful, and it's a section of like 3 planets that are kind of ring shaped, but like the stone and coloration, it's pretty colorful as a whole. And as you're moving the telescope back a little bit, you see what looks to be a couple of Star Moth ships, from what you're able to remember from the first one that you saw. But there's 2 or 3 of them, kind of flying in a formation. Topola finishes searching through the 42 maps of wild space systems, and she says, well, unfortunately I don't seem to have one of Doom Space here. I really do apologize about that. I could have swore that I had something like that.
Can I cast Detect Thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh. Give me just 1 second. I need to pull it up. Because I need to remember how to do it. Because it's been a minute. Alright. Let's see. Second level wisdom savings throw. What is my... So it would be a wisdom savings throw of 16.
did her stat block go?
Oh, I lied. It's 14, not 16. My saving DC is 16, and this one is 14.
Okay, so she did fail on it, and you can tell like her mind is kind of racing like a mile a minute, like trying to remember where she remembered Doom Space from, because she could have swore that she really did think she had a star chart of Doom Space, and almost feels bad for telling you that she has it and can't seem to play it. Like she's making a fool of herself. She's being very genuine.
Okay.
Anybody visited you recently?
I mean, not to my knowledge. You know, you guys are the first people that I've seen in a month since the last shipment that I got.
Well, we appreciate you looking, but do you know anybody who has one?
Not like Doomspace isn't talked too much about. Like, it's not really advised to go there. From my understanding, it's not a very. It seems to be a little bit of a hostile section of space. I wonder. And she looks over at the orrery that's over on the shelf, and she says, "I wonder if this would help. I mean, it's precious to me, but I'd be willing to part ways with it if you could help me out with a scaver that's been kind of prowling around the tower."
Oh. Well. So Grimforst turns and looks at the group. That I don't see we have any other option here. We need a map. So I think we're just gonna have to deal with this scaver.
Any chance is a good chance at this point. I agree.
How bad can it be?
Well, so this void scaver started prowling around the tower. I like to call her Big Mama because she's enormous.
Flattering.
I'm surprised you actually didn't come across her whenever you guys were flying in, but then again, she can be hard to see except for the single red eye. I'll give you my wild space orrery if you can slay Big Mama for me, because you know she is kind of becoming a pain, and you know the orrery itself makes me feel a little bit obsolete because it can track the movement of stars and moons and asteroids and across wild space. So I do think it'll help you. If you can help me, like, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, I totally understand.
No, I mean, we need this, so I don't know, the faster we can lay waste to this thing, the better.
Okay. Crux, I trust you to make good on their promise. Kill Big Mama, and I'll give you guys the orrery. I'll teach you how to use it. And she's like, it shows you where you are in relationship to planets, moons, and sun in a wild space system. But you must be in wild space to use it. To get to another system, you must first enter the astral sea, which will take you wherever you want to go. Once you reach your destination, use the orrery to get your bearings. It's pretty straightforward. If you have a standard Spelljammer, you should have no issue finding your way. And I do really apologize about not having that map. I swear it was around here somewhere.
Well,
But
this thing's
this
been flying
map-
around. Go ahead.
And yet this map still has no way to access anything in regards to Doomspace. Is Doomspace considered a separate plane from this one?
It is a different section of space.
But would it count as a separate plane? And would that
I guess
pose any difficulty in charting it?
I guess you could call it a separate section, because you have the astral sea that can kind of think of it like a river. Like it's like the main stream basically, and there's different offshoots to different galaxies or sections of space. Wild space, I'm sure you've probably heard of, is a big one. Zarx's space is where a lot of the natural home for astral elves is. But I believe you have to get through Doom space to get there.
I mean, you say it that way because that's kind of what we were gonna go through Doomspace for.
Oh.
So it can only chart a specific space at a time, and wild space is a separate entity altogether. Interesting.
Can you
Knowing
tell us?
this, so sorry, Grimforst. Knowing this, you wouldn't happen to have any maps to a place called Ravnica, would you?
Ravnica. I don't know if that's what it is called. I did discover this new space maybe a few months past. There's not a whole lot of information on it, but it does seem to be very magic heavy.
Yes, it would be. That's my home plane. I'm trying to get back to it, and it's proving a little more difficult than I would like.
Oh, you don't... She goes back to the star charts, going through, and she pulls out this one, and she hands you this star chart, and as you're looking at it, you see familiar constellations, and the planets and stuff don't have names, but they are, pinpointed to like their orbit around a star.
Ooh. Yes. Oh my goodness, these are the correct constellations. This would be it. Okay, wonderful. Okay, you can see this from this plane. Or how did you chart it to begin with?
Yes, and she goes over to the telescope and kind of, puts in the coordinates and gets it kind of moved, and she invites you over to take a look, and you see your home planet.
That's it. Could one just fly to it right now?
Well, I mean, it would take you some time, but I mean, once you get into the astral sea, absolutely.
Do you know if it's separate from wild space? Or does it occupy space here?
It's not wild space. It's its own separate entity, but once you take the astral sea that direction, I mean, I don't know how long it would take. I've never personally traveled that far. Like I said, I just discovered it a few months ago. I don't know. You said this was called Ravnica?
Yes. Ravnica.
You can see she's taking notes to add to the star chart.
Yes, so I would have traveled from here roughly a few years ago. But the travel was instantaneous. But now it seems like I can't recreate that event horizon.
Interesting.
So you could see why one would be stressed.
Just a little.
Slightly. But
You
yes,
can see she
this is
reaches
good.
into a desk drawer and she gets out what appears to be like a sending stone, and it's paired, and she gives you one. She's like, please take this, and if you make it back home, tell me, like, reach out to me, let me know everything you can, how long it took you to get there. If you can give me any information that I can map out, I would be ever so grateful.
I'll do my best. Sending stones that I've tried to previously make to link back home haven't really been connecting, as far as I can tell.
Interesting.
Either that or everyone has decided collectively to ignore me, which is also a possibility.
Well, take it with you anyway, and hopefully it works. If not, I understand. And if you're trying to get back home, I really do wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. This is at least extremely helpful. If it can be seen, it can be reached. So we're good.
Absolutely.
Which is more than we know about Doomspace. Goodness gracious. Grimforst. What was it you needed to ask?
Oh, so, Big Mama, what can you tell us about this creature? Any weaknesses? Do they have any patterns? I mean, you want us to kill it. Anything would be helpful.
I know that she seems to circle like a predator almost. She remains like blended into the stars for the most part. You can really only it's almost like camouflage, if you will. Like you can, if you're really paying attention, you can see like the one red eye that she has, and it's almost used as bait. So if you see it, you better be ready to react, because it could end up deadly.
So Big Mama operates in the dark, pretty much.
She does interact in the dark. She tends to only go after smaller vessels that are coming through. I'm afraid that your ship that you brought up to the dock might be too big for her. Might scare her off. Or not scare her off, but not make her come out of hiding. Would you all be able to attack her with, the weaponry that you have? If I provided
Yes.
a short book, like a life raft, essentially.
Potentially.
Well, I guess we'll have to be the bait.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want you all to, be injured by any means.
Well, some of us could stay on the larger vessel, and some others could remain in the small one. Because we do have half a laser.
We need to finish.
It could work.
Don't we need to finish the laser though? Because you told me not to touch any of the wires.
I forgot to cap those. I should probably do.
That might work. I just urge you to keep the big ship. Like, if you want this to work, you gotta keep the big ship at a pretty good distance.
Don't underestimate our aim.
Oh, believe me, I believe in you. I trust you.
Between me and Ryder, we could find a way to make a good shot. As long as it's within the line of fire. Doesn't blow up.
You might need a plan B on this one, Portia.
Yeah.
Plan B is smaller guns. Easy. Well,
Crux chimes in. He's like, "Don't worry, I'm with you all on this one." And he pats his his blunderbuss that he has. He's like, nothing survives a blast from Old Faithful.
Portia kind of sizes up the gun, judging it a bit. Does it look like a nice gun?
It looks like a nice gun that at one point it has definitely seen some battle. It looks like it's been taken care of, but it is older.
I'll just kind of give it a nod of approval. Like, all right.
Well, here up close to the tower, I have, a life raft. It should fit. I mean, it can probably fit all of you if you like, or if you're gonna be on the main, whatever you guys want to do, I fully support it. Oh, I gotta get down. Dinner should be ready soon.
yes.
Her brain just sparks off and goes another direction.
Hey. Okay, so perfect. We set up a sniper in the form of a ship with a smaller ship acting as excess fire. I think it could work. As long as everything fires.
So you're gonna operate the laser? Because you're the only one that really can.
I could do my best. I mean, I could probably work with Ryder and see if maybe this could be a two-person operation. Because I'll also need someone to be able to steer the ship.
We kind of gotta go pick him up, though.
Yeah, he's not
Well,
with
true. True.
Yeah, I can try to help you fire it. I'm tiny, but I could try.
True. We just need to at least have someone driving the vessel. Because I can't do both.
That's what Alara is for.
Exactly. Yeah. I was gonna say, don't forget about her. If she can drive a spelljamming ship, she should be able to drive a little raft.
True.
Yep.
Well, no, she'll need to remain on the ship so that I can fire the laser. Other people will need to be in the smaller vessel.
Well, I can drive the smaller ship. Alara can drive the larger ship. And then everyone else can do the sniping and attacking.
Cool.
Father-daughter team.
Sapola, what did you say the scale was on this creature again?
Last estimate that I got was it was probably 20 feet long.
Okay.
19 more of me.
True.
Yeah, 20 feet, no problem.
Now it almost seems like overkill using a laser. I'm still
we
going
may
to
as well
use
test it out.
No, I'm absolutely going to be using it. It'll just be spectacular carnage. Apologies in advance in the splash zone. If it works.
I hope you're right.
I want to be in the splash zone.
Of course you do.
I posted a picture of what a void scaler looks like.
All right. Let's see.
Whoa! Whoa, my goodness. It's just, this is how barracudas look in my mind.
Okay, I thought the exact same thing you did, so.
It says
Yeah,
it's a
this is what I imagined the
monstrosity.
barracuda in Finding Nemo looked like as a child. and then watching it back, it's like a normal fish. This is exactly what it looked like. Oh god, you suck, huh? This is also like what any deep catfish looks like in Tennessee.
I love the phrasing.
The ones that'll like eat your toes.
Would you? You can hear Topola yell up. So she's like, "Do you guys want to eat first or after?"
Yes, please.
Oh, there you go. I mean, we might as well eat while it's fresh.
And run ammunition on an empty stomach.
So, you guys go through. You eat the meal, and for the encounter with the Void Scaver, when you find it, you will have advantage on all attacks.
Oh my god.
Nice.
For eating a good home-cooked meal. Teach you to be suspicious.
This is so good.
Can't trust anybody, man. It was ever since the kid.
Okay, yeah, to be fair, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Ever since the kid incident, I'm just kind of like, Because I was suspicious of the kid at first, too. Because you just don't trust children on their own.
No. No, you do not.
In deep, dark, like, dead ships? No, I'm not trusting a little kid.
Maybe you guys should go find some more salvage missions.
Oh, God.
No.
I don't need more of that.
All right, so you guys have finished your meal, and you're getting the life raft off of the side of Topola's Tower. It'll fit the three of you, with Portia being on the big ship, and kind of like formulating your plan. Crux is going to be in the life raft with you all. It's picture like a dinghy, you know. You got the oars and you're rowboating out type of situation.
Right. Best of luck, everyone.
Let's do this.
I'm ready.
Oh, I'm gonna scramble up and cap the rest of the coils so nothing gets electrocuted.
That's fair.
Get it real fast.
All
It's
right.
a lot more graceful than it was last time. Yep.
Yeah.
Two.
So,
What you
Ilara has taken the big nameless ship off into the distance, as if you're leaving. You're gonna end up circling around. When you find the opportune moment. The rest of you kind of row your way out into the open space. Like, you guys are up in space now. Just kind of twiddling your thumbs a little bit if you're talking or singing any shanties or anything, but you're just kind of chilling, waiting, essentially, getting that slightly uneasy feeling that you could be watched at any moment.
I feel like she was watching us because she knew where Binx was, or she knew that we had Binx. Like, she's been spying on us.
Binx is going to be in the little rowboat, just like wagging her tail around and like trying to spread her scent out. Like, you see that, like, at one point, like, she wags her tail around, then she just has going like she's trying to like put out like the scent of the prey.
Crux is.
So I'm just veering off in the distance, just looking around, looking for anything red in the darkness, just being hyper focused.
And Crux is sitting there, and he's just he's looking around. He's rowing. He's like, this reminds me of those times in my youth, you know, on those long stakeout missions back when I was in the Corps. Those are the days. After 30, 45 minutes or so pass by, Crux kind of stands up like he might have seen something, and he's like, no, it's just my eyes playing a trick on me. Go ahead, all of you on the rowboat, roll me a perception check.
I was cocked.
Okay.
I got a 20.
I got 19.
I gotta find my perception. 21.
21. Okay. So as you are, I found that I say as you a lot. I am sorry. It's a habit.
Do it again.
No.
Yes,
Stop taunting me. So, Aylin, you succeeded the check. The rest of you are, including Crux, are all surprised after sitting there for a while. And as the jolly boat approaches, just kind of like this outer area, posing as bait, essentially, a enormous jet black behemoth glides out of the darkness and cosmic dust. Its red eye glowing brightly as its jaws open wide. A long, stringy strands of saliva break off into the weightlessness globs as the ravenous monster descends from above you. Here is a picture of the scene. You all are surprised, except Aylin. And go ahead and roll initiative.
Dear Lord, this thing sucks.
I can't just fireball at it since I've seen it?
You're just, like, you sensed it, you didn't see it.
Dang.
So, everyone roll initiative. Let's see. Big
Ooh, that was a mistake. Cool.
I have Big
Getting
Mama
a
labeled
9.
as BM.
Nice.
Big Mama.
Alright, what'd you get, Grim?
I got a 9.
Aylin?
5.
Ooh.
Binx?
6.
Oh.
Portia?
10. We
Alright.
were all not prepared.
Well, Portia, you were not surprised either. You'll be able to see this off in the distance. We'll say you're 800 feet or so out. Like you're a good ways out.
Okay.
But if you look at those numbers on that fancy weapon of yours, yeah. So
Yeah.
we're gonna start with Big Mama's turn because she rolled an 18.
You know what? I feel like
That
that's
sounds about right.
considering half of us were surprised, I feel like this is totally the way it should be.
Luckily,
Yeah, we were told, like, oh yeah, this thing might catch you off guard. And we're like, when it catches us off guard, surprise Pikachu.
So let me see what the
Actually surprised Pikachu. She's the right size. And she's sitting there just like,
God, I want to redraw that with Binx so bad. Just
do it. Or if anybody else wants to draw surprise Pikachu Binx, please do
If
it.
you are surprised, you cannot
Everybody
take an action
deserves a
on
different
your
meme
first
for
turn of
it.
combat, and you cannot take a reaction until that turn ends. A member of a group can be surprised even if other members are not. So
I assume I was surprised.
yes,
So.
yep, you were.
Yeah.
Because it was a 21
Boy.
to not be surprised. So.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, this thing is an apex predator.
Just
Binx
like
has actually encountered an apex predator for once in her life.
Yes.
All
Binx
right.
is finally like, a fair fight.
Yes.
All right, so I need the 4 of you on the life
Can
raft
watch the
to pick a
food chain
number
in real
between 1 and 4.
3.
Okay, so Aylin is 3.
1.
Grim is 1.
4.
4, and as Binx, and 2 will be Crux. So Big Mama is coming down with a swallowing bite attack on 1. So on Grimforst.
The one with the lowest AC?
Mine is the same as
Fire the gun!
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So this. All right. So swallowing bite attack.
He just died, Rob.
Does a 17 hit?
He's a sorcerer. What do you think?
No, he's a shadow warden. Okay.
Okay, fair enough. But if they've got caster class, assume that any
It's not
Fair.
there. Yeah.
yeah,
Fair.
10 and
Alright.
above, probably.
1. How many of these
Please
do I need?
make a saving throw on the swallow. I cannot have you get eaten.
I
This
agree.
cannot happen. Because that will be
This
very,
early.
very bad.
Like, I just died for the team. I don't want to die again.
All right.
Wait,
While
you
can't swallow
I
them, that's all.
am rolling this, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, great.
Please, 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 get that natty.
Get a good one.
Right now.
I got a 15.
All right, so you will take 21 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
How many do you have?
I got 5 left.
So, as this scaver comes down and surprises all of you except Aylin, it comes down with this swallowing bite on you and totally captures you in its mouth as it swims down. And you are now swallowed by the scaver.
Oh my god.
A swallowed creature is blinded and restrained, has total cover against attacks and other effects from outside the scaver, and you take 2d10 points of acid damage at the start of each of the scaver's turns from digestive juices in the scaver's gullet. If the scaver
All I need
takes
is 1.
25 damage or more in a single turn from a creature inside of it, the scaver must succeed on a DC 20 Constitution saving throw at the end of that turn, or regurgitate the swallowed creature, which falls prone in that space within 10 feet. If the scaver dies, a swallowed creature is no longer restrained by it and can escape from the corpse by using 10 feet of movement exiting prone.
I love the phrase "escaped from the corpse."
So,
But I can't make a reaction on my first turn, right?
correct. But I will allow you. We'll say you won't be. We'll say you're not surprised, but your attack. But you can't make a reaction. You can make an attack whenever it gets to your turn.
Okay.
Because
Being
swallowed, kind of, is a big deal. So, yeah, it swipes down and kind of swims, as it swallows you, and is kind of making a big circle around towards the lifeboat again. Portia, you're up.
Oh my god.
If you want to,
Okay.
if you want to hold your action, you're welcome to.
Has okay. The cave.
You're breaking
Big
up
ass
real
like
bad.
black glass goggles on.
You're breaking up.
Am I
Yeah, just a little bit.
still doing it?
A little bit.
Boo!
All right, it's smoothing out a little bit.
It is. I haven't heard
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Okay, then would my cannon have been charging during this time? Like, would it be ready to go, or is it one of those where, like, if I
if that's the attack you're wanting to make, then we'll say that it was charging. Basically just on your word, essentially. Like if you when you were flying out there, if you were prepping it for that, yeah.
Okay. If I looking, would I load?
I didn't catch a word you just said.
I'm sorry. It's because I'm on the other. Is that... oh. Am I still bad?
It's coming through. It's delayed, but it's coming through.
Jump out and come back in real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where are we gonna go?
Who gets to be who?
You gotta tell me. My phone's too dead for me to check
Yep, you're good.
where I end up.
Everyone is still in the correct spot, so.
Really?
She is
But
frozen.
she's still here. She's very frozen. Oh, Portia is me now. I'm Grimfrost.
I'm Binx.
Oh my!
Grimfrost is now Aylin, and
You're
you are
Portia. And Crash is now our DM.
So let me get in character. So I'm about to fire in my laser.
Oh, that should have stayed on my little guy. That would have been so great.
Just move around.
On my nose.
There we go. No sound. Frozen.
No.
Bad.
Sorry guys, bear with us with the technical difficulties.
Right in battle.
God, if we have to stop
Not
tonight
me.
in the middle of battle, we need to have next time we play. We need to have Ryder come like riding in on like a space dolphin.
Just absolutely just ticked that you guys took off without him.
We
Yes.
find a slightly giant-sized seahorse for
Yes.
the dwarf.
Sure. Am
Can you join from your phone? If you can.
I
hear
have
me?
another idea. I can hear you. Here, hold on.
Or if you guys do want to stop here, I do have the initiative orders. We can continue from next week. Well, no, it'll be 2 weeks. We can't continue. We have to.
We have to fight.
But-
We're going to fight.
Grimfrost is slowly being digested.
Yeah, I'm in trouble here.
Got you.
Grimfrost is just inside of this beast, just like, I'm in danger. Like,
He has like
I
dancing
need to
lights
retire.
inside.
yeah.
Yeah, my adventuring has not worked.
I even let you guys pick the numbers.
That's true. I did it to myself. I did it to
Because
myself.
you made that guy feel really bad about himself during the forgery contest.
Bullying.
Oh,
the
this
guy.
is now. That's now Aylin. Fight me. Aw.
I mean, well, we could pick it up from here.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Am I working?
You are working.
I hear
I
you.
knew it! As soon as I pulled it up on desktop, it's working.
Is it? All right.
We hear you. We see
Those
you.
gamer boys were right.
Perfect.
Oh my god, and
What a
everything
thought.
is stable. Is this all I had to do? Does Discord app just hate my computer?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
maybe not.
Oh,
Roll.
we got a little bit of something. We were solid for a second.
All right. We'll just call it for tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
Technical difficulties win again.
Technical difficulties with a real big mama all along.
I know. That's the monster's new name. Is just technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
What would really be great if the monster somehow also ate Ryder, and then when it spits out Grimfrost, Ryder comes out too.
No, I just really love the visual of Ryder just very angrily riding up to us on like some form of space life. Pissed that we left him.
That would be very top notch and very on par.
Exactly.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us. Sorry we have to cut out early on the fight. We are having some difficulties.
Some technical difficulties.
But this is also a key moment with Grimfrost maybe dying again.
For a second time.
And we'll pick it back up not next week but the week after with how the murder comments are going to rescue him from being digested. So guys, if you don't hear it anywhere else, know that we do love you. We do appreciate you. This community is amazing. Be on the lookout also for another Extra Life stream. It's coming, I promise. It might be spooky themed. I know Holdren's over there like, haha, what am I gonna throw next, you know? Cause he's a mad lad, I tell you. He's donated single-handedly like over $200, I believe.
Oh
like
At least.
like he's
Oh
been
my
going
God.
hard. So we're getting real close to hitting that $1,000 goal. So if you guys don't mind spreading the word, sharing it on socials, I know that I personally will greatly appreciate it, as well as Extra Life, the Children's Hospital of Alabama. So guys, have a great night. We love you, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Night, everyone.